Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud on their beds. Let the high praise of God be on the mouths of the saints and a two-edged sword in their hands to execute vengeance on the demonic nations and punishments on those peoples, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute on them this written judgment. This honor have all his saints. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Sing to him a new song. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, call Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, recall Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, which are a great millstone. Peace and blessing to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity, and those who put in the videos up throughout the week to feed the sheep. This is McCall from the Trumpet of VA Camp, and I'm going to get right into it. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and verse 11. It says, for Yahweh Shemi Shah is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in the time of affliction. Okay, and what did Yahweh Shah say? Yahweh Shah said we got to be as our Father, which is in heaven. Okay, so we have to be in the same spirit of long-suffering, being compassionate, being pitiful, forgiving sins one of another. Okay, and if we do these things, what's going to happen? As it says, and saveth in time of affliction, because Yahweh Shemi Shai, he's not going to save everybody. Okay, he's not saving everybody. He's only saving the elect. He only gave Yahweh Shai the elect. That's it, not the world. Okay, they tell you that in John 17:9, where it says, for I pray for them, I pray not for the world, but I pray for them which my Father hath given me, and they are thine. So this is verse 12. It says, woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. So you're gonna have men that's one foot in truth, one foot in the world, destruction unto them. You're going to have the one that are fearful hearts. They're not going to be able to, they're not going to get done what they're supposed to get done out of fear. Okay. And then you're going to have the ones faint hands. Let's go into the word faint. It says slight, weak, dizzy, close to losing consciousness. So woe to them their works. His hands goes into works. Their works are faint, and they're basically, scripture say, woe unto you that are, don't get weary in well doing, because in due time we're gonna reap what we sow. Okay, so we're going to get rewards for staying diligent in the truth and diligent in the spirit, diligently doing what we're supposed to be doing for Yahweh Shemi Shah, for the sheep, for the elect. Okay, but the ones who are not going to be doing that, what are going to have faint hands, and it's destruction to all these people. The ones that are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, putting the work in, the ones that's trying to live a double life, the ones that are scared to do this work. These are all going to be the people who are going to be destroyed. Okay, so it says, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. See, it says the one that are faint-hearted, right? the ones that are about to pass out. This is just too much for them to bear. This truth is too much. It's too heavy of a burden. These are going to be the people who they ultimately they don't have faith. That's what it says. They believe not. Okay, and they're not going to be defended. They're going to be people that are saying Lord, Lord in that day. But what's going to happen? They're going to be killed, destroyed, starving, pestilence. Okay, all the destructions that's going to be written or that are written. They're going to go into the weeping and the gnashing of the teeth. It says, woe unto you that have lost patience. And patience is long suffering, endurance, constantly doing this work, grinding day in and day out. Because this truth is a grind. Okay, doing videos is a grind. Because videos don't always come to you. Sometimes you gotta grind it out. It says to the ones that lost patience, it said, what will ye do when Yahweh Shem Yahshua shall visit you? And when it says visit, we already know how he get down when he visits: storms, tempests, destruction, lions, tigers, bears. Oh my. Okay. It says, they that fear Yahweh Shem Yahshua will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. And what is the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahshua? Keeping the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, being brotherly, charitable, feeding the sheep. Okay. It says, they that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. They that fear Yahweh, they that fear Yahweh Shem Yahshua will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight. So you're gonna, and so if you're Yahweh Shem Yahshua, you're gonna humble down. Okay, you're gonna accept that we're in this state because what we've done. Okay. Because right now, when you come into the truth, your entire ministry is atonement for your sins, is atonements for all our past sins, all the sins in this life, everything we've done. Okay, everything we can continually do. Okay, it says, saying we will fall into the hands of Yahweh Shem Yahshua and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy. So just as great as Yahweh Shem Yahshua is in his majesty, so is he in his mercy. Because we know Yahweh Shem Yahshua is extremely merciful unto his men. And we do this work so we can fall into his hands, his mercy, go out his way. Okay, because you don't want to be left into the hands of the devil. When you go in Isaiah chapter 13, I believe is verse 15, it says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through. Okay, why are you going to be found? Because you're not going to be hidden. Because when you read into the scriptures and you go into the hidden ones, it goes into the people who are under the protection and mercy of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And as I just read up there, it says the ones that are not for this truth, for this ministry, with all their heart and all their soul, they're not going to be defended. Okay, they're not going to be defended, so they're going to fall into the hands of the enemy. And they go into that in Amos 9 and 8, I believe, where it tells you that the wicked are going to fall by the sword. And we know the sword is Esau, the so-called white man, right? Which is the whipping stick of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, because he's going to unleash a lot of this evil on the earth via Yahweh Shem Yahshua, obviously. Let's go over here. Job 30 and 26. When I looked for good, then evil came unto me, and when I waited for light, there came darkness. And we know Job, what happened? He waited for the light, he endured, and what happened at the end? He was rewarded. Okay, but he went through a trial of darkness. He went through a trial of misery, loss. Okay, and if Yahweh Shem Yahshua is dealing with you, you're going to go through those same struggles. Like Yahweh said, Yahweh Shem Yahshua said, if you're not partakers in a chastisement where all the other elect are you sons or are you bastards? This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. It says, but if a man live, Slaki. 11 and 8, it says, but if a man live many years and rejoice in them all, yet let him remember the days of darkness, for they shall be many, and all that cometh is vanity. So if a man may live, it says, remember the dark days. Okay, that's why it says in the Apocrypha, when you're going through good times, it's hard to remember the bad times. And when you're going through bad times, it's hard to remember the good. Okay. But this is saying as you going through the good times, remember the bad. As you're going through the bad, remember the good. Because the going through the bad times, knowing that good is coming, because we know Yahweh Shem Shai deals with balance. Tell you that Proverbs 11:1. We know Yahweh Shem Shai deals with balance. So what does that tell you? When you're going through that darkness, it's good and light at the end of the tunnel. When you're going through that light, you gotta stay tempered and don't get too carried away and happy. Because why? Because we know that balance, so it's going to be darkness coming your way. Okay, there's always going to be a balance to this. If Yahweh Shem Yahshua is dealing with you. This is Job 16 and verse 20. It says, my friends scorn me, but mine eye poureth out tears unto Yahweh Shem Yahshua. It says, Slaki. John 16 and 20. It says, verily, verily, I say unto you, that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice, and ye shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy. A woman, when she is in travail, and when she is travail, has sorrow, because her hour is come. But as soon as she is delivered of the child, she remembereth no more the anguish for joy that a man is born into the world. That's right, because right now we're going through those birth pains right now, so to speak. This tribulation that we're catching, these are like a woman's birth pains. Okay, but that son being born, what is that? That's going to be the elect getting into the kingdom. That's going to be this wicked place coming down. They tell you that second Esdras 6 and 9. Okay, the Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning, and one and follow. Okay, so as we're going through these bad times, we know it's a necessary thing. That's why Yahweh Shah told his disciples, all these bad things are going to come, but don't be fearful, don't worry, because all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So these things have to happen for the end to come. Okay. But like when the child is born, it's going to be great joy when we get into the kingdom. Lord willing, we're of those men. Okay, that's what we doing this for. To be worthy, have our sins blotted out. This is 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 10. It says, but Yahweh Shem Yahshai of all grace, who have called us unto his eternal glory by Hamashiach Yahushai, after that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, and settle you. To him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen. So all the suffering that we're going through to get that glory. Okay, like Yahushua, he had to go through all that suffering for what? The glory. Okay, beard shaved off, beaten up, whipped, scourged, spit on, right? Anything made a mockery of, anything you could think of, he had to go through it. All the worst thing known to man, the worst humiliation known to man. Okay, he had to go through all of that to receive his honor. Okay, and we know the servant isn't greater than his master, so we're going to have to, just like right now we're going through tribulation. For some of us it's going to get better, some of us is going to get worse. Okay, but everybody has to go through some kind of tribulation before we can before the crowns can be received. They receive that glory. Romans 12:12. It says, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continue in instant in prayer. Okay, so we got to rejoice in the possibility that the hope is coming. Okay, and that is what we rejoice in. We rejoice that we could possibly be the elect. We rejoice that the kingdom is coming. Okay, but through tribulation, we're patient. Like people will laugh at us and everything like that, but we're patient through this. We're humble through this, humiliated, and we're like, we know we deserve this. We know it's not going to last. Okay, between those patience and hope, we're like jumping back and forth like hopscotch. Okay, and it says continue in instant in prayer, because as you're going through the good times and the bad times, enduring and tribulation, the hope, you're constantly praying. Okay, you're going through good things, pray on Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Thank you. Okay, when you're going through bad times, pray to Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Thank you for going through this, for not destroying me, right? For making me better. right? Because every bad thing we go through is only gonna make us better. And I can honestly say that uh, there's a lot of things that I go through that earlier on in the truth I seen it, and I kind of like kicked against the pricks to a degree, and I didn't let myself grow. Okay, but now when I go through things, I'm really examining what's going on and what's Yahweh Shimi Al trying to have me see. What is the message here, so that I can grow? Because He's going to put you through things to help you grow. That's why He's going through. It's not for us to be destroyed, but for us to become wiser, for us to be stronger, hardened, so we can endure the things that are to come, so we can be perfect judges on the other end. Okay, but with that, well, Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, Bashim Rakal Kadash, Adawan Ratazah Thumb to Mayim Akim Yakal. Shalom.